why hello. Good morning, guys. It's February 26, 2025. It is 4:59 a.m. when I'm making this video. Last week it was like -8 degrees here and a butt ton of snow. Today it's going to be sunny. It's 60 degrees right now. Appreciate everybody that has commented on my videos. Let me know that you're watching them. Super pumped for you guys that have used that 5% code, and I think that's cool that you let me know that you saw it on here or whatever. And like one individual said he saw the code on here and entered it in and saved him around $200. And that code, guys, is FIVE, F-I-V-E, and that is on Jacoje.com. You definitely want to take advantage of that. I went to his site this morning and I threw in a chain, and the 5% code is still available. And that's, is it Crevis? I might have said that wrong, but it's CRIEVUS 33. Nice chain, brother. Just ordered my 6mm 14 karat 22-inch rope from Jacoje. I used 5 for the 5% off that I got from one of your videos here recently. Saved about $200. Thank you so much. Anybody else that's done that, guys, take advantage of that sell. I took advantage of that sell, and that's why we're here today. I'm not going to wear any other chain. I'm not, even when I'm reviewing this is all going to be about the 6mm 18 karat diamond cut 26-inch rope chain from Jacoje. And I will go over some different facets. I will go over some different kind of opinions and things like that, guys. It's just an opinion, all right? So let's just start with the story here. And because I've had comments on here, and today I'm not going to really go through any of the comments, guys. Usually I will do that, but what I'm going to do is we'll do that later. Usually when you place an order, and I've had people ask, now Lynx, he's tried to keep the companies separate. If you guys don't know what Lynx resale is, check that out. In fact, there's a 22 karat 5mm rope. It's 22 inches on there, guys. It is beautiful. And if you check the price of gold right now and you check what it's 49.9 grams. He's selling it, I think, for $4,900. Okay, so you do the math. He's not making very much money on that guy, and that is a beautiful chain. So I would take advantage of that if if you're looking for a used chain and something that, from a real reliable seller. I've told you guys before, when you've asked about the shipping, how long does it take? Normally 2 days. Okay, it's normally, if you order, I'm just going to say it's not a weekend. If you order on a Monday early, then it will ship out Monday and you'll get it on a Wednesday. Worst case scenario, order on a Monday, it'll ship out Tuesday, you'll get it on a Thursday. Links opened, and I know I've seen comments about, well, it takes a little. It just depends, guys. What he really wanted to be able to do the used jewelry thing, and that helps everyone, but also he wanted to make sure that his customers from Jacoje didn't feel like they were watering anything down. I feel like that's real important to him. So he separated the companies, and I believe that they're 2 hours away. So when you're trying to work here and you're trying to be hands-on, and if you know Braden, he's always been hands-on. And shout out to Raquel too, because they're a team. And going from one place to another, that will kind of delay things a little bit, at least for now. I think they're trying to move them together because now people just, they know what Lynx is, they know what Jacoje is. Braden's transparent, guys, super transparent. And yes, when he first opened the company, if you watch reviews and you email Braden, or even whoever, he'd respond back in 30 minutes because he was starting his company up. That's what he was doing. He was working. Now working for him is a little different. It's running businesses. It is, big time. It's other employees. Shout out Kevin, Susie, Logan. If I'm missing anybody, I'm sorry, but Coral, I don't know, I think I said that right. But he's it's a little harder. So I always tell people, hey, if you're going to email Braden, give him 24 hours, you know, come on. If you email him at 3 p.m., give him until the next morning. You know, usually he will read his emails. To me, I believe that he reads his emails at night, especially if he's super busy, or early in the morning, he'll check them. So give him a little bit of time. He'll take care of that, guys. And then, you know, he's not going to lie to you. If you ask him, I know this is another thing. If you ask him, I don't want to get off track of the 6mm, but if you ask him about a chain, do you have this in stock? I know it says you don't have it, but sometimes, guys, if you just email him, say, hey, do you have one of these? There might be one in the safe, okay? With that being said, he won't just, people are like, well, he didn't get back to me, and he's busy. So message him again if it's really important to you. I promise you, he wants to sell you that chain. It's important to him, okay? He wants you as a customer. You wouldn't do a 12-day giveaway religiously every year if you didn't want customers. So anyways, let's get back on track. So with me, I ordered this on a Sunday, and Monday it didn't ship out. And again, guys, you have to think about it. Do you want an owner that when you do decide to buy something off of Links Resale, that's going to respond to that just as well as he does Jacoje, okay? And maybe get your necklace a day later. He's busy. As for that, the shipping times are still magnificent. Just, if anything ever happens where, you don't think your item's been shipped, or email him. Give him the 24 hours rule. Just take a breath. I'm going to give him 24 hours. And when he gets back to you in 12 or 6 or even 30 minutes, consider it a win. But he's going to get back to you. So I ordered it on a Monday, and Braden shipped our Sunday, and Braden shipped it out on a Tuesday. So Thursday is when I was supposed to get the necklace. I think you guys I did the whole journey thing where I kind of tried to keep you updated. I did a Jacoje order update, because not to Braden's fault at all, and I've never had this happen. So normally, especially from FedEx, like if they're going to deliver something on Thursday, they'll wait till day of delivery. They'll have you wait there all day for it normally, and in my experience, and then it'll just say delayed, and then you have to wait till the next day or whenever they're going to deliver it. They straight up put on Wednesday morning, your package will be delivered Monday, delayed. And then it's like, whoa. So no fault of Braden. There was a sticker over my barcode for the address, shipping label, everything that said, redo all this and blah, blah, blah. And no fault of him. Okay, so you get your chain. Okay, it comes in a FedEx box. We saw that. I did an unboxing video. Just in case you haven't watched that, they used to come in just black boxes. They've kind of expanded. I think he kind of lets Raquel handle this, and that's a super cool box, guys. This is one of my favorites. I love how it says Jacoje on the back, because if you have multiple of these, and maybe you want to fit one out or whatever. I have a gold one as well that I really like. It's kind of like in this material. But you can have the Jacoje, facing out with the label on top. So always when you open these, it's always going to have the card. It's always facing the same exact way as that. Then you're going to have a bag that it comes in, guys. I'm not going to get too into it, but it comes with stickers. There's a Jacoje sticker, a Jacoje logo sticker. It's usually the same theme or color as the box. So with this it comes with a certificate of authenticity card. And it's what it says, authenticity certificate. You can weigh your chain if you want to, but whatever it says on here, guys, and if it's written different on here, it's going to be by like 0.1, and it's normally in your favor. If with different scales that I've weighed on, usually whatever's on the card, it's a little more on my scales. So appreciate that. Guys, this was packed by Kevin. This is the 26 inch, 6 millimeter, 18 karat rope chain, diamond cut, okay? Now, these on his site say they weigh 76.8 grams. That's an average, so that means they could go down, whatever. 76.8. They wrote that this one, Kevin, shout out again, 78.8. That's 2 grams more, guys. 18 karat gold. Okay, that's what's available right now. I think there's one more left. I'm not saying it's going to weigh the same, weigh less, weigh more, because it is an average. But, you know what I'm saying? And so on my scales, it was 78.94. So, I mean, we're almost at 79 grams. And you're never going to get something that's light. Here's the thing with Braden. I'm going to set this back here so we got a nice little backdrop, guys. Here's the thing with that. If you get something like this and you email him, he's going to say, cool, man, that's cool, free gold. If it was light a couple grams, he is going to refund you on that. He's, you know, if it's way short, but it's not, you're not going to have that problem. If you have any problems at all, I would recommend, before you ever do any kind of trash video or anything on this man, I would just say email him, because you'll end up happy. One of the guys, I'm a VIP plus. I don't know if you've seen that or care or whatever, and it doesn't, you know, it only means that you've shopped with Jacoje for a while. The first time I ever bought anything, it was a lion pendant, and when I got it, it had just a little bitty scratch on the back, and I thought, oh my God, I'm buying online jewelry. And what am I doing? I hit him up, and he took care of it completely. Do you want a refund? Do you want me to do this? Listen, I'm sorry. Never been before. Never shopped before. Guy, there's another company. I'm not going to talk bad about them, but before I ever shopped Jacoje, I shopped through this other company. And very similar, uses, I think, like fancy jewelry as well, same thing. And they have a trade-in policy too, so if you get something you don't want to, I bought a few items. I said, hey, you know what, these are both too small, I'm going to trade them in, I want to get this bigger thing. And they told me to go sell them to my friends and then come back and rebuy their chain. I haven't bought one thing from there since, and I only shop Jacoje. So this is a 26-inch chain, and it will go over my head, guys. There are different countries of origin when it comes to chains. You can get domestic, which I believe he sells domestic ropes on linksresale.com. Takes the price down a little bit. Or there's Jacoje.com, where, again, right now that 5% discount's going on at FIVE, okay? So, Peruvian, or the ropes from Peru. If you've ever had one from Italy, they're very stiff. So when you put them down like this, or you lay them down, they don't just do that. The other ones are real stiff, they kind of coil. And what does that do? If they do that, guys, that gives them more of an not only are they more uncomfortable, because you want something that contorts or conforms to your chest or your body, there's way more chance that you can break them. Because like on a rope chain, there's a wire, okay, inside of here, and that's how they're made. And the smaller the rope, yes, the more fragile it can be. This is a 6 millimeter. If I ever had any issues, it might be the spring breaking some years down the line, or maybe this getting pulled apart. But being that it slides over my head, guys, I wouldn't use it that much unless I put a pendant on it, which I don't have anything large at the moment, but I'm going to put a standard size boss cross on there just so you guys can see that. This has the large, guys, look how beautiful that is. I'm sorry about the pinky over there. So we have I believe that's the fancy jewelry. It's got the little FJ, 18 karat, same on both sides. And then you probably won't be able to see this, but it says 75 on there. Okay. And So again, you know, if it's a stiff rope, like I said, if you were to do this, come all the way down here and then squeeze that, you're not going to have a good day. But that's not going to probably ever happen. But when it's a more stiff rope, there's a lot more chance, guys. Diamond cuts versus plain. So someone else had talked to me about, do they snag a lot? The lighter diamond cuts, yes. I mean, they will, you know, snag your facial hair. But here's the thing. I'm going to show you here. See right there, I had to really work at it. Now a 2.5 millimeter rope, my daughter's waking up, so you may hear her in the background. A 2.5 millimeter rope or something small, you know, it's light, you don't have a pendant on it, it's going to probably, you know, catch you. It may catch your clothing. Hollow jewelry will especially do that because it's so light. So that's kind of the thing, it's lighter, so it'll catch you, it kind of gets stuck up there. I don't have that issue with anything like a 5 millimeter, well, a 6 millimeter up. A 5 millimeter will catch, and a 6 millimeter will catch. It's just not as much. If you wear pendants, it's not as much. For me, I will take the diamond cuts all day, because even if it pulls and whatever, it hurts so pretty. But guys, with that being said, some like just the original look of a rope. So when you do a plain Franco or a plain rope, there's no diamond cuts. Which a diamond cut, because there's prism cut too, which is where they just kind of go back and forth on all the chain. But a diamond cut, I don't know if you can see, there's going to be little edges. So they take the rope and they go up against it and they smooth out the edges. And that's what, and so the light reflects off of that. I don't know if I was trying to say refracts. I don't know if I was trying to say reflects, but it does something, guys. It sparkles. So when you buy a 6 millimeter plain rope, you are going to probably get a 6 millimeter. You know what I'm saying? Because that's how they gauge it. So when they gauge them before they sell them, they're like, okay, they're 6 millimeter. When you buy a diamond cut and you buy a 6 millimeter, that is gauged before they do the cuts. So on a 6 millimeter, you may get 5.5, you may get the 5.7, it may be 5.7 here, 5.6 here. On Jacoje's 6 millimeters, they are usually super close to 6 millimeter. I've had before said that that is very close to 6. This one is 5.8 pretty religiously. And guys, you can't beat that. And I think that's why it probably weighs a little. It's a fatty. So, I don't know what that says, but layering wise, I'm not going to layer it with anything today, but just remember that when you do a rope or a round chain, that it will appear bigger. So if you have a 6 millimeter rope and a 6 millimeter Cuban, the rope is going to put off more presence. The rope actually puts off more presence than probably any other round chain. And I think that's probably a fact. So I just want to make sure that I've got don't know what that says, but the again, it's got the thicker lobster clasp. If you guys are wondering, standard Boss Cross will fit through. If you guys are trying to find one chain, you know, Francos are really, really good for any kind of pendant. Now, if you see how it's more rounded out, guys, that's because this only weighs so much. Now, if it was a little heavier, it would make that V look. But the point of this is that it fits. And if you guys know, like, I only wear my cross usually on Sunday. This is absolutely fine for me. I like it. His larger Boss Crosses are quite larger. They're about like this. A mini wouldn't even fit on here. Don't try it. that would be around 22 inches, guys, and around 24. So as for layering it, the rope chain, unless you've got a lot smaller, so say like you had like a 2.5 layer rope chain, and then maybe like a 4mm Cuban that was a little bit bigger on the bottom, that would be kind of cool. My suggestion would be probably having the rope be a little bit bigger and then having your Cuban be a little bit smaller here. A heavy link, my favorite size heavy link is 4.2. I think with a 6mm rope, you really want to go, you would probably want to go 5mm. And then it's how do you layer? So, you know, something like this at a 26 inch, do you want a 22 inch? And guys, I'm again almost 6'4", 245 pounds. So this, on my call, by the way, at 999 members in the Tried Truth group. Congratulations, Mike. Thank you very much. It's a very good platform to be able to meet other jewelry enthusiasts and trade, sell, buy jewelry. Going back onto that though, this would be a 24 inch on him. So if you were to look at Mike, it would be here, because a 22 inch on him fits like a 24 inch on me. Mike is 6 foot, I believe, and I think around 205. So here, I wouldn't want a 22 inch up here unless I was, now the only reason I would get a 22 inch and a 26 inch is if you're wanting to wear a pendant here, because there's a rule of 4, which I got from Braden, from Jacoje, guys. If you have a 22 inch chain and you try to put a pendant on it, it's gonna hang over this 26 inch, even though there's a 2 inch drop, because it's really, you need 4 inches for that. So a 22 inch would hang to here, and that cross would hang to about right here. And of course, that's gonna look like that without that on there. So that's what you would wanna do there. My recommendation, if you're wanting to layer something, and we're just gonna use the 26 as an example, you would wanna either go 24 inches, right up in here, or the same length. Excuse me. The same length is a very cool look too. The longer you get with it, if you guys check out some older videos, I had a 5mm and a 4mm rope, and I was pairing them at 26 inches. I think that's a really cool look, because I also have had a Cuban, like a 7mm Cuban, and a 7mm Jacoje or a baby curb at 22 inches paired together. I think that's a really cool look. But as for layering it, guys, it is, the rope chain is, you know, if you get it at 24 inches, you know, which could be 22, which I think is the most popular. Check out Braden's videos. And he's team 22 is what he says. So that's gonna hang to right here, which would be a 24 inch on bigger guys. So if you're a bigger guy like me, when Braden wears that 22 inch, it's a 24 inch for us, okay? Don't forget that. Now, one of the last things I want to do, because I did make a 6mm 14 karat video, but it sucked because I barely ever had the chain on. And it's like, what the heck are you doing? I think I had got the chain, and I knew right away that I wanted to go 6.5, so I didn't really want to wear it, because I knew that I was going to be, because if you buy something, you don't like wear it around and all that other, you can send it back, and Braden will just, you know, use that for, you know, whatever deal you guys work out. But guys, if you're a tucker and if you like to tuck it, this is your neck profile of what that might look like. Don't want to show too much skin or I'll have to charge you guys. I hope you understand, but I have a family to feed. But, so there you are, guys. That's the 26 inches on me. And so far, if you guys don't like the headaches and stuff like that, I know a lot of you have commented about you do too. So far, so good. Now, I did have kind of a headache last night, but I get headaches anyways. As for wearing it, I am a lot more comfortable in a 20. A 1mm Franco with this cross on it pulls at my neck, and it hurts more than this, whatever I said it was, 78.94 gram chain. So guys, shop Jacoje. Braden's very reliable. You're getting what you're supposed to get. And I have taken a chain and sold it to a jeweler before. When they did the 18 karat zapper, you know, with the gun, and I call them zappers, it was over 18 karat. Everything that they've ever shot for me after that, if they say 14 karat, it's over 14 karat. If they say 18 karat, it's over 18 karat. And I know some other companies that, and I'm not going to badmouth them, but they sit there on TikTok or whatever it is, or Instagram, and they zap it, and it says 13.74, and some of y'all are okay with that, and it's just, and that's cool. I mean, it's just, but, and then they're being transparent, but it's not 14 karat, guys. If you go, and it's very cool whenever someone's like, man, that's a really nice necklace, you know, you want me to clean it? And they go back there, and hopefully they don't scratch or anything, but they're like, you know, they zap it to see if it's really 18 karat, and it's over 18 karat. You know where to shop, guys. So again, thank you for everybody that has checked these videos out. They are really just because I purchased something, and I know jewelry is expensive, so I would really like to help you guys make informed decisions, whether you need a 24 inch, a 26 inch, a 4mm, a 5mm, 18 karat or 14 karat, guys. And by the way, on these, on an 18 karat rope, people have asked, can you tell the difference between 14, 18, 22? First of all, you have to compare apples to apples. So the same chain, so this came from Jacoje. You can't get an 18 karat, because an 18 karat chain from somebody else that they don't use fancy is going to look different because of the flash plating. Oh my God, he said plating. Listen, all it is, and this is what's cool with this, they make your gold, it's 18 karat, and then they dip it, okay, in the 18 karat gold. It just puts a little shine factor to it. It's nothing cheap. You're getting extra gold, just calm down. And it's a protective layer, okay? Now, what I don't like is when they take 18 karat gold and they dip it in 22 karat, because then your chain is eventually going to change colors as that plating fades, comes off, whatever. But the mindset of it is that is going to be the brightest, the shiniest that you'll ever have it. It's a protective on it, and you know, I actually like the idea. So if we were to compare this same rope from Jacoje, if I had a 14, an 18, and a 22, the 14 and 18, guys, some people will say, if you were to hand me one and say, this is 14, this is 18, it would be hard for me to tell. If they're laying right here together, I can tell, especially from a little bit of a distance, because I can tell the hue. The 22 karat is definitely, because now you're getting real close to 24. And if you don't know about carats, there's 24 carats in gold, and 22 karat means that which is 92.5% gold, guys. And that means that there is only 2 other parts in that 24 karat mixture to make that jewelry. So an 18 karat, there's 6 other parts, and then it depends on it's white gold, rose gold, yellow gold, on what kind of materials they use. Is 18 karat sturdy? Absolutely, guys. And so ropes, like I said, they're made on a wire. So an 18 karat 1mm rope, yes, it's going to be fragile. You could snap it, it could break. Ropes, kind of, once they break, you can get them soldered, but they're just not the same. I mean, they're going to lay the same. And I've working in, the jewelry industry. When I did, I saw, people come in and had rope chains just fixed all the way up, but they were hollow ropes. And I'm wondering, man, if you would have just bought a real one, not a real one, but a real solid one, because it's a smaller millimeter, you would probably save the money because you've had it repaired so many times. 18 karat, guys, when you get bigger, like on flat chains, gold is soft. So is it going to scratch? Yeah, unless you've got a big, Cuban or something like that with big, um, I can't think of what I'm trying to, but with shiny sides and stuff like that, where it's been, it's all filed down, then yeah, you're gonna see that. But if you have even a 10 millimeter, I had a 10 millimeter bracelet, you're not gonna, yeah, there's scratches on it, but you really can't see them unless you do this and you're looking at them and it gets in your head. I was talking to a buddy, Chris, last night, who I sold a Jacoje curve to one time, and he's talking about trying to get scratches out of the 7 millimeter. It's like nobody's going to notice those but you. It only builds character. And I've always said, guys, and this was what somebody said to me about watches: wear your jewelry, don't let your jewelry wear you. Meaning, wear it. People will get this ropes, but then they're like, I don't want to put a pendant on it because it might scratch it. Guys, those diamond cuts are this big. Just do it. On a Franco, I get it, but again, the scratches, nobody is gonna know, only you, and it builds character. So like even on a watch, you're gonna ding your watch, you're gonna scratch it, and the first one always hurts. But after that, guys, down the road when you're wearing your jewelry and you wear it on all these memories or on these vacations or just regular things, you're gonna look and be like, wow, I scratched this making breakfast for my daughter 5 years ago. And then you'll think about how she was 5 years ago, or oh, I did this then, and oh, this was on this vacation, I nicked it here, or oh, I was with my wife here. It's all about memories that you make, guys. It's yours. Don't buy stuff to resell it. The gold watch investment craze, I get it, but it's like, don't buy stuff to resell it. Just buy it because you like it, because you love it, okay? I absolutely love this. I've had all the different chains when it comes from 7 millimeter down. For me personally, guys, just everyday chain. The 5 millimeter is so comfortable, but it's just a little small. The 7 millimeter is a little heavy for me. The 6 millimeter is right where it's at. And I know 14 karat, guys, is super comfortable because the weight is just perfect. The 18 karat, why did I want? I like having that little bit of extra gold. Does it make a difference? Can people tell? No. And if you're in it because you want people to tell, go 14, okay? If you're in it because you just want to have the 18 karat gold or 22 karat gold because you just, what is gold number? What is it? Oh, I love gold, whatever. So, guys, I want you to have a blessed week. I want you to do something nice for somebody. And just remember, the two most important days of your life are the day you were born and the day you find out why.